Hello and welcome back to another video with Amualani. These videos are just my thoughts on how to learn TFT. This is how I learned TFT way back on Season 1, and this is how I am learning the new season, Fates. This is probably more for beginners or folks who have felt overwhelmed trying to learn TFT. If you're looking more for strategies for meta or ranked, there are other videos for that. Now I am just doing this all in normal. I'm not actually doing ranked yet. I want to stay in normal here to learn this set. Now this is really cool, this Dark Star Ao Shin. He is one of the new little legends that was released with Fate Season 4. He's really, really pretty. Oh, I love dragons. I really like the Hush Tails and the Silverwing and Kiki. I'm personally not as big a fan of Shisa and Oshia, but I know a lot of folks are. Okay, so here we are. This is the carousel where you can pick champions with items. I don't really know the champions all that well, so we'll just go with the chain vest. Can be kind of hard to grab later. They're a good tanky item. Now these first three sets you'll see up top are Phase 1. This is 1-2. The first carousel was 1-1. Don't worry if you don't play your champion, it'll automatically pay it for you, as you just saw. So these first three are going to be these NPC mobs. They have a chance to drop loot orbs, which can give you gold, items, or champions. And then after this last NPC item, or NPC round, we'll get into Phase 2, which will be our first PvP. Let's see here who we got. Divine and Dazzler. Okay, I've never done Divine or Dazzler, so we'll go ahead and stick her in. And we got 2 Elderwood. Well, we'll grab another Garen just in case. Oh, he's Elderwood though. Meh. We'll grab Elderwood. Divine Dazzler. So she is a 3 cost. So she is actually going to be a good one to build around. This is how I learn. I typically focus on one champion. Since she has Divine and Dazzler, that's what I'm going to be looking for down here. Any Divine Dazzlers. And those are going to be who I grab. So I am looking for, here is a Dazzler. And go ahead and stick him in there. So Lux is going to be our focus. So Divine Dazzler. They're easier to read. Once you get into combat, they can be kind of hard to read with your champions moving around. So I like to read stuff over here on the left. So for Dazzler, their spells reduce the attack damage of enemies hit by 50% for a few seconds. Ooh, so nice. And as you scroll over something, you can see there are 4 Dazzlers. It'll show you which ones are the Dazzlers. And here we go. Divine Vanguard. So now we have 2-piece Divine as well. And that's all I'm doing is down here I am just looking at Divine or Dazzler. Oh, here's another Divine. Maybe we stick him in. He's a 2-star. Or 2 cost. Okay, so the Dazzlers we looked at, they reduce the attack damage of enemies hit by 50% for a few seconds. Right now I've got the 2 set buff. There's 2 of them, so it's for 5 seconds. If you get all 4, it'll be for 15 seconds, which is, wow. That's like the whole match. Divine. Upon attacking 6 times or dropping below 50% health, Divine champions ascend, taking 25% reduced damage and dealing bonus true damage for the rest of combat. 20% bonus true damage. So now up top, as you can see, we are in phase 2. Now we're on phase 2, round 2. These little, I'm gonna take a sec here and just look and see. Okay, no, we're good. These double sword items are the PvP rounds where we're actually fighting other players. This round one that looks like a cog is the carousel, where we get to choose a champion that has an item on it. We'll get a couple more PvP rounds, and then this last item is the NPC rounds where we get the loot orbs. Now this first one, I just know this, it's kind of the same each season. The Krugs, they're kind of tanky, so if you don't have any 2 stars, or if you don't have level 5 yet, they can be hard to beat. And you really want to make sure that you're beating those NPC items, because you need those loot orbs, or you're going to fall really far behind. Now, for the Fate set mechanic, chosen champions have a chance to appear in your shop. They provide a +1 to the marked trait. That's what this little pink thing is. And Lysandra is that Dazzler, but I'd rather go, if I can, and make Lux my so we don't have any Divine or Dazzler, but I'd like to make Lux my Divine, or my champion, my chosen champion. So I am on a 2 loss streak right now. The bubble is blue, that means loss streak. If it's red, then it means you're on a winning streak. The loss streak is you get additional gold, so right now I'm at 2, which puts me in that first category if I only get 1 gold a round. If you get a loss streak of 4, you'll get 2 gold every round, and a loss streak of 5+, you'll get 3 gold every round. And you can kind of see, if you scroll over your gold, where you're getting gold from, and how much gold you get per. So right now it's got my win-loss streak at the bottom. The interest is based on this, how many of these over here on the left you have. You get a maximum of 5. You get one of these for every 10 gold you have, so up to a maximum of 50. So once you have 50 gold, you'll be getting a maximum of the 5 extra interest every round. The earlier you get that done, the more gold you get for the entire game, which is usually what I like to do. So I do usually go on a losing streak in the initial part of the game. So I'm not really familiar with the champions yet. I don't know who is what. But Thornmail is always good to go, which will be, or I think it's a Sunfire Cape this season. But that is no, Sunfire Cape is the red buff. The 2 chain vests, when combined, they reduce the damage from, they negate actually the damage from critical strikes, so they are really good to grab. Fortune Mage, no. This is apparently more of a late game build. Alright. Warlord Duelist. We're gonna get our actual front line going here. So Divine, I'm gonna go ahead and put this on Wukong, the double. So it's a Bramble Vest. It negates bonus damage from incoming critical hits on being hit by basic attack. You deal 80, 100, 150 magic damage. I'll finish showing you that here in a sec. Okay, I'm looking for Divine or Dazzler. I don't see it. So as you go to combine 2 items, it'll show you what the item is before you actually combine it. It'll show you bottom right what 2 items you're trying to combine and what it combines into. Now that 80, 100, 150 in the middle is based on the star level of your champion. My Wukong is only 1 star, so he'll only deal the 80 damage. Once I get him 2 star, he'll deal the 100 damage. How I do that is I have to get another one of him. You have to get 3 Wukong. Oh, I have to get 2 more, actually. I only have 1 of him. Now let's go ahead and look at our Lux. We're planning on building this around her, so she's going to be our carry. Right now she's only 1 star. I need to get 1 more of her to get her 2 star. When they get 2 star, all of their stats increase, as well as the damage from their ult. I like to wait once a round ends. I like to wait before kind of looking at anything else, because it kind of interrupts what you're doing. Ooh, Dusk Vanguard. Okay. This is the Krugs that I was talking about. Wanted to make sure I was level 5. If you don't put any experience or any gold into experience before the Krug round, you only need to buy experience once to get up to level 5. So you only need to spend 4 gold to get there. And I recommend doing that every time before the Krugs. Especially as you can see, I don't have any 2 stars. They all have the bronze little triangle to the left of their hit bars. That's an easy way to tell that they're just 1 star, just by looking at it visually. And what is she? Enlightened, Divine, and Adept. So she is Divine. Okay, nice. So I'm going to go ahead and keep looking at Lux here. So she has 600 hit points, that's the green bar. She starts with 40 mana, gets up to her max mana is 100. Once she hits 100, she casts this. Lux fires a sphere of light towards her farthest enemy. Enemies in the fierce path take 300 magic damage and are stunned for 1.5 seconds. Now, damage and stun duration you'll see over to the right. The 300 and the 1.5 are kind of highlighted there in white, and then you've got some darker numbers in gray. Those are the numbers. The middle numbers are what she'll get when she's 2 star, and the right numbers are what she'll get when she's 3 star. Now, that 300 that has the little purple jobby next to it, magic damage, that means that it is affected. If you get needlessly large rods or spell power, it affects that number. It shows you what is affected by the spell power. Got a Warlord Brawler there, Cultist. Ooh, nice. Moonlight Dazzler. Now that I'm level 5, I'm going to start re-rolling. This is where you can spend your gold, but I need to re-roll to get some 3 stars here. Or, excuse me, 2 stars. 3 stars, yes, but... So, that is all I am looking at here is Divine or Dazzler. Now, I'm taking my time. I'm going slow because that's what I'm looking at are these keywords right here. Oop, Divine. Divine or Dazzler is what I am looking for. Go 1 more. And nice, and that gives us our first 2 star Lysandra. So let's go ahead and take a look at Lysandra here. At 2 star, so her numbers are going to go to the right one. She hurls a dagger towards her target, which deals 300 magic damage to the first target it hits. After hitting its initial target or its final destination, the dagger explodes, dealing 150 magic damage to nearby targets. And so now she's 2 star, and you can see the highlighted numbers move to the right one. Very, very nice. Okay, what are we looking at? So we're not going to keep Garen most likely, but we can go ahead and grab him. We need to get that front line going. There we go. Spirit Mystic. Okay, so now we have another 2 star on the board. We'll go ahead and take a look at Garen. Well, I'll grab him and see him. It's easier to read these guys from the board than it is in combat because they move around so much. So he spins his sword for 4 seconds, dealing 450 magic damage to nearby enemies and reducing incoming magic damage by 80% for the duration. So he does damage while taking reduced damage. So he's good to get early on. We will sell him later. And when you sell the 1-cost champions, you can sell them even if they're 2-star or 3-star. You can sell them for 100% refund. You lose a little bit of gold doing that later with the greens and the blues. All right. So we probably want needlessly large rod for Lux. Now, kind of the 3 that are left here, the chain vest, the Negatron cloak, and the belt, those are all kind of more tanky items. So those are going to go on your front line, which is going to be your vanguards or your brawlers. The vanguards get 2. At 2, they just get 100 armor. And as I scroll over it, you'll see they're kind of highlighted both on the board. You'll see they're kind of highlighted, and then on your back line, they're also highlighted. All right, so look in. Go ahead and dump into a little experience now. Give ourselves the 4 divine buff, so 40 bonus true damage, 40%. So we are looking for Divine and Dazzler. And this will be... It won't combine in the middle of combat. It waits until the end of combat. It'll combine them in the next round. But that he is my 3rd one, so that will make my Wukong a 2-star, which is very nice. So let's take a look at Wukong. He slams his target with his staff, dealing 225% of his attack damage as physical damage and stunning them for 1.5 seconds. Now you'll see this one has 2 different... it's got the purple and then it's got the brown. So the purple number is what's going to be affected by anything that increases their spell power. So needlessly large rods or some of these buffs will increase spell power as well. Those are going to affect the purple number. Now the brown number is going to be affected by things like the BF sword gives attack damage, and some of this stuff will also increase attack damage. So that's what buffs the brown number. And you'll see the highlighted number bottom right is now in the middle since he is 2-star. Alright, so now at the bottom we are looking for Divine or Dazzler. We probably want to get that 4-piece Dazzler. Dazzler spell reduce the attack damage of enemies hit by 50% for a few seconds. So we definitely want to get 4-piece. You can only have, if you get up to level 9, you can only have 9 champs on the board, unless you get a double spatula item to increase your maximum number of folks on the board. So I'm just looking at, if I get the 4-piece Dazzler with the 4-piece Divine, that's going to leave me with probably that last slot for Vanguard to keep my Wukong with a Vanguard buff, so I have a front line. So those are probably my 9. It's going to be 4, 4, and then the 2-piece Vanguard. Alright. So, Divine. And then we'll spend this next round re-rolling instead of buying experience. So here on the left you have 2 different areas to spend your gold. You can spend 4 gold to buy 4 experience, which you do need to do. It's how you level up. Leveling up is important because you get more people on the board. And then you can also refresh to buy for 2 gold to refresh the page here for what you can get. Before grabbing all this stuff, I'm going to go ahead and re-roll because I can grab all that stuff during combat. And I am looking for Divine, Dazzler, Divine, Dazzler. Okay. What do we get here? Enlightened Assassin, so we can sell that. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and give her Rabadons. I'll go over all that here in a second. Divine Hunter Brawler. Yeah, sure, we'll make him. Now, I always like to do double crit glove item on somebody, especially when I'm learning a new set. This is what it combines into. At the beginning of each planning phase, the wearer equips 2 temporary items. So it just gives them full items, and it gives you a chance, especially while you're learning a set. So I need to give him the Brawler buff and get rid of Vanguard. So, Dazzler, Divine. The holder gains 40 additional spell power. So, on top of the 30 that you get for the base item. So, if you'll look up top, it shows you plus 30, which is what you get for the 2 needlessly large rods, and then you get 40 additional spell power for the death cap itself, so 70 total. And if you'll notice her purple number, which is right here, she's at 170. They all start at 100%. So now that's going to be doing a lot of damage. I'm also going to give her a Ragefire Cannon. She gains 200% attack range, and their basic attacks can't miss. Basically, it just means I can leave her in the back. Alright, so we are looking for Enlightened Dazzler. Nice. Okay, we have no items, so we will definitely go for denial here. That music you hear is one of the little legends that have, would be this one right here. Some of them can play music. Elderwood. Oh, Elderwood Dazzler. Hey, look at that. So let's get 4-piece Dazzler going. We also need Brawler. Dazzler. Giving our front line their Brawler buff. Enlightened. For brawlers, I'm not going to be looking at the green brawlers. I'm going to be looking blue plus. Divine Duelist, okay. So I'm going to keep looking. I'm still looking for Divine and Dazzler. And I'm going to be looking for a brawler as well, just to make sure I've got... Actually, we may want to look for a 4-piece brawler. Nice, that'll give us another 2-star brawler. If we go for brawler, we're not going to have the 4-piece Divine. I'm going to go ahead and try to get us a little closer to level 8. Because then we can get our 4-piece Divine back. So this should be, we're on phase 4-7. This should be the last round of NPCs that drop the half items. After this, they'll be dropping the full items. Oh, I thought we had 2 Nununas. We did not. So we still need another one. Spirit Hunter, okay. So I'm selling the white ones. As you can see, let me just... This is the percentage of... the white is the 1 cost, green is the 2 cost, the purples are the 4 cost. This is the percentage of chance of you getting the cards here. And this is based on what level you are. So the higher level you go, the higher percentage you get for the higher gold cost champs. So we need, we are level 7, we'll get 2 more champ. Oh, we can do 1 more brawler, 1 more divine. Very nice. So we can get up there. So that's why I sold my Lysandra, why I didn't pick up the other Lysandra. We're just going to get worse and worse odds of getting the white. So we're not going to be able to get those guys up to 3-star. Go ahead and get our divine back. Go ahead and spend on experience here. And we'll be on the lookout for another brawler. So we've got all of our divines, so we're just missing a brawler. Well, that hurt. He's got a lot of the 3 stars. That always hurts. Alright, so we are on the lookout here for another brawler or Divine Dazzler, are the 2 keywords we're still looking for. We'll grab him just to have the brawler, but I don't think he's the brawler we want to go with eventually. I'm not going to be picking up any more whites. Go 1 more reroll here. Vanguard. Okay. So we went out 4th place. Not bad, not bad. Thank you for watching. This is another video with the Mualani. If you like the video, please hit the thumbs up. If you like the video enough, please also subscribe to the channel. It will help me out a bunch. Thank you, and see you again next time.